Happy New Year and welcome back to the Cinema Arts Center. Folks, it's Cult Cafe. It's your old pal, Jerry Hara. We couldn't afford Nicole Kidman, so this is what you're working with. Love it, like it, leave it. I was never married to Tom Cruise, allegedly. Regardless of that, welcome back. I hope you had a happy holiday. We are doing a David Cronenberg retrospective, which is amazing because I think he's one of the most iconic directors of the last century. He's definitely in the conversation for greatest genre, horror, science fiction directors among his peer group, and that's something really remarkable. I really enjoy this man's work. I think that a lot of people assume he's the body horror guy, and yes, that does play into his work. However, there seems to be something more transgressive under the surface. These are things that he's working out. Every director has these things that captivate their minds and kind of plague their inner monologue, and you're watching that play out in film. This was David Cronenberg's third film following up Crimes of the Future. Man, I love him so much, I think he should run for president. Cronenberg 2024. Am I alone? Am I right? Cheer, do something. And you know what? It is January 6th, and speaking of January 6th, there's a guy back there that looks really familiar. I don't know where I saw him. Was it the Capitol? I'm just saying he looks really familiar. Do you know a shaman? I'm just kidding. In all seriousness though, this message has been brought to you by Cronenberg 2024. This film was written under the titles of The Parasite Complex, Starliner, and Orgy of the Blood Parasites, which is an amazing title. I don't even know why they didn't keep that. 10 out of 10. Incredible. Shivers is known as many different things in different territories. It's known as the Parasite Murders. They came from within, and for French-Canadian distribution, frissons, which translates to chills or shivers. Shockingly, Ivan Reitman produced this film. Yes, Ivan Reitman. Twins, Ghostbusters, My Super Ex-Girlfriend, or whatever the hell that train wreck was. Rest in peace, love the guy. This movie was made for $179,000. It ended up making $1 million in Canada alone. It became a sensation. It was one of the highest grossing homegrown films in Canada. It was paid for by grants from the Canadian government. We're very happy to have you tonight at the Cinema Arts Center. Please, get some popcorn, get some candy. I hope you didn't sneak stuff in. That's how these places survive. Seriously, I see you back there. You snuck those goobers in from the dollar store. It's okay though, I'll let it slide. New year, new me, all that bullshit. In all seriousness though, the David Cronenberg Retrospective is something you're not going to want to miss out. On January 13th, we're doing The Brood. On January 20th, we're doing The Fly. And then on January 27th, Crash, which is the only way that I can get to climax or finish at this point. I can't get to completion without Crash. I'm sorry. It's a big hang-up. I put that in my dating profile. This message has been approved by Cronenberg 2024. My name is Jerry Hara. I have a little show called The Offering. It's mostly horror, always genre. If you enjoy deep dives and me talking about stuff like this, imagine an hour and a half of it in your ear holes. How's that for a Cronenberg movie? Is that disturbing enough for you? It's wonderful that you've come back to the movies. I'm glad that you're here with us. You could have been anywhere in the world. Please enjoy the show.